So what is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is basically a metric. It tells you where do you stand in terms of the performance, in terms of delivering results in line with your customer requirement. According to my current performance, when I produce products, how many products will be accepted by my customer, and or what percentage of products might get rejected, will you can know upfront, and that is called sigma level. Higher sigma level means your success rate will be higher. Your success rate will be close to 100% when you achieve a Six Sigma level. And when your capability is Six Sigma level, the defects will be limited to only 3.4 dpmo, a benchmark value set by Bill Smith and Michael Harry, the Motorola team. That will start happening once you raise your capability to Six Sigma. And so in that sense, Six Sigma is considered a metric. The Six Sigma is also considered a methodology because we also discussed two methodology, DMAC, another one is DMADV. When to use DMAC? To improve your existing products. When to use DMADV? To develop new products, right? And Six Sigma is a way of management. In a company practicing Six Sigma, everybody will be trained to have at least some belt level, because without the ability to contribute to the organization's improvement, and you will never be an asset. An asset is something which will attract the cash inflow, not the outflow, right? So that will get reflected in your belt level, because for you to participate in any improvement project, it is not that always product quality. People are mistakenly understanding the philosophies. If you are an accounts manager, you can try to improve your payroll process, right? And how quickly you release the salaries, how much time you take to process the salary and then deposit to each and every individual employee's account. Any process can be improved, right? So everybody should have this knowledge. It is not that only the manufacturing team, it is not that the only quality team should know this. Everybody. So it is a way of management. You can see to that you train everybody in the organization, thereby everybody will become effective. If everyone in the organization is effective, your organization will grow very fast. And Six Sigma is also a philosophy. Whatever we discussed is nothing but a philosophy. Nothing, is everything is applicable in our day-to-day life. You and me can use Six Sigma in our personal life also. So Six Sigma is a metric, it's a methodology, it's a way of management, and it is a philosophy. Trust me, the Lean and Six Sigma will be applicable in your company. Whatever you are manufacturing, whatever you are offering, right? And whatever department you belong to, definitely Lean and Six Sigma is very, very helpful to you. If you learn it at the earliest stage of your career, you quickly become a leader. As I already said, the moment you become a green belt, you become 1 in 100 in your organization. The moment you become a black belt, you become 1 in 200. The moment you become a master black belt, you become the 1 out of 1,000. So position yourself in a great place, and thereby you achieve greater results in the early stage of your career itself. You really don't have to delay your growth. So Six Sigma is basically a problem-solving methodology. It contains 5 phases. Define means you make the problem measurable. That means express the failure in terms of a number. That is called define. So how to do that? There are 3 steps. If you follow those 3 steps, you will be able to complete the phase very well. And then once the problem, you make it measurable, the next step is actually measure. When you actually measure the problem, you should measure it without committing error. The measurement error and the sampling error both should when you account both, your data can have an error of only 10%. If your data has more than 10% of the error, the data is unworthy for analysis. It is only after ensuring that your data is worthy, you must collect a baseline performance. And that is what you will be doing in the measure phase. Baseline performance is your current level. It may be your sigma level, it may be your CPCPK, it may be your yield, or it may be your PPM, or it may be your DPMO. All of them are one and same. You will gain absolute clarity when you actually learn all the 5 modules, 5 phases. And again, in the measure phase, there are 3 steps. And again, in the analyze phase, you identify the root cause and validate the root cause. What is identification? You correctly told me, sir, critical factor is coffee powder. Critical factor is sugar. So that is identification. But nobody will believe you unless and until you prove it. And so for proving it, you do some little bit of experimentation. That is nothing but a statistical procedure. And that statistical procedure is called hypothesis testing and design of experiments. You are going to learn that inside the main training program, right? So analyze is the goal is to identify and validate the root causes. Once you validate the root causes, understand the relationship with the correlation and regression, solution will automatically evolve. And that is what we call it improve. Improve is nothing but offering the solution. Offering the solution is nothing but the giving the treatment. What is treatment? Fixing the factor at a particular level. Coffee powder equal to 10 grams. That's the solution. You are assigning, you are fixing the factor at a particular level, like how a medical doctor gives treatment. Paracetamol 500 milligram is a treatment, right? Same way, temperature 700 degrees Celsius is a treatment. Coffee powder 10 gram is a treatment, but you can give the treatment by projecting yourself, by equipping yourself as an expert, right? All that you need is some 24 hours of learning with me for a green belt training program, right? Or about 36 hours of learning. But your learning is, a continuous process. The moment you step in, we will tell you how we make your learning a continuous process, right? And then that is what you typically do it in a improve. And then in the control phase, now the patient is cured. He has recovered from the problem. He is now healthy. Now, as a doctor, you give a lot of tips. Same way, you have solved the problem in your company. Now you are same like a doctor. Can you pass on all the knowledge you gained? You know the critical factor. You know how the critical factor can again vary. So with all the knowledge, can you create a plan? We call it control plan. Can you start monitoring the critical factor? Because the problem came from the critical factor. So keep an eye. Keeping an eye is nothing but plotting a control chart. Plot a control chart for the critical factor. Critical factor is X variable. Your problem is Y variable. Can you see the drastic transformation in your approach? You started with the Y variable and finishing the project with the X variable. This is called Six Sigma way of problem solving. This is called real maturity and real experience. A matured professional will work on the X variable. An immature fellow will work on the Y variable. Working on the Y variable is trial and error. Working on the X variable is systematic way of problem solving. Any problem you solve, that is solved forever, right? And that's called Six Sigma. So your learning is going to be a step